left in the dark. Who gon' save her? Mama in the kitchen, but she ain't cooking meals. Just warming up a needle while the baby catch chills. Crib full of roaches, heat cut off. Shorty 5 years old, already feeling lost. Big sis working, but it ain't no job. She just trying to make rent, doing things that rob her of her soul, but she holding it in. She rocking her brother to sleep once again. Cold streets, cold nights, cold hearts, no lights. Babies cry, no reply. Mama gone, so tight. Who gon' love them? Who gon' care? Or is love lost in the smoke-filled air? Filled air, filled air, filled air. Empty fridge, stomach growling like a beast. Heard a knock at the door, wasn't love, it was police. They took mama out, cuffs tight on her wrist. Said she left the kids starving and they couldn't take risks. Now little man in the back seat, tears rolling down. Ain't nobody there when he look around. New house, new bed, but the pain still stay. He just another number in the foster way. Cold streets, cold nights, cold hearts, no lights. Babies cry, no reply. Mama gone, so tight. Who gon' love them? Who gon' care? Or is love lost in the smoke-filled air? Filled air, filled air, filled air. Nah, this ain't just music, this real life. These kids ain't numbers, they futures they light, but the system ain't saving them, the streets ain't raising them. Somebody gotta change it for the cold keep taking them. Boy grew up, now he running with the crew. Ain't nobody ever taught him what a real man do. He just know hunger, he just know pain. So he load up the Glock, let it bang in the rain. Another life lost, another name on the news. Another young soul never learned how to choose. And mama in the cell with her head hung low, thinking about the son that she never got to know. Cold nights, Detroit. Who gon' save her? Born in the fire, raised in the storm. Love felt like thunder, never kept me warm. Words like daggers, cutting through my skin. Taught me how to crawl, but never how to win. Echoes in the hallway, fist against the wall. Silence in my bedroom, learned to take the fall. Love was conditional, tethered to pain. Had to break free just to breathe again. Heavy hands, heavy heart, scars I can't erase. Every word, every wound still echoes in this place. Tried to love you, tried to stay, but I lost myself instead. Now I rise from the ashes of the things you never said. Lies dressed as lessons, venom in your voice. Taught me how to suffer, but never gave me choice. I was just a child, not your canvas for the blame. But you painted me with anger, framed me in your shame. Told me I was weak when I learned how to cry. Told me I was nothing, now you wonder why. I had to turn away, had to sever the chain. Cause love ain't love when it's twisted in pain. Heavy hands, heavy heart, scars I can't erase. Every word, every wound still echoes in this place. Try to love you, try to stay, but I lost myself instead. Now I rise from the ashes of the things you never said. I bled just to matter, I broke just to mend. You called it protection, I called it the end. Now I speak, now I stand, now I write my own fate. No more chains, no more pain, I escape. Heavy hands don't hold me now, I am more than what you allowed. Took your fire, forged my name, walking free, no guilt, no shame. Now I rise
We're going to do that all over again. Welcome to Opinionated News. I'm Miss Open. You can come in as we're always open. You're tuned in to Open's Wednesday News, our own segment where we're going to continue to talk about the story from last night. But I want to thank those that are here and the one that let me know I was muted. Thank you, Vibes Queen. Because actually, you all, I just woke up. Luckily, my stuff is loaded and everything. I took me a little nap, and I know as soon as I got up, well, not I ain't just get up, probably about 30 minutes ago, and I of course get on YouTube, so I know where everybody at. You know, everybody love drama, girl. Yes. So if my wig twisted, whatever, y'all pray for me. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna still be here and do what I do. But like I know people may not be here tonight. Y'all may catch the replay because the streets are hot out there on the YouTube streets. And I almost wanted to stay myself. But I had to come out here because I did have this plan for you all. And one thing about Miss Open, she's gonna come out here and do what she do, regardless on whatever else is going on out there in them streets. But I do appreciate you for being here. How you doing, Vibes? How are you doing? Because that's what I got to start doing more. Instead of just jumping straight into my content, let me check on my people that do come in and sit with me. Because I was in your live earlier today, so I just want to check on you, make sure you're good. But I do thank you for being here. And but I want to go ahead and tell a little bit about Elena once again. Okay, appreciate you. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Like I had figured I was like, well, Vibes might not be here. This is tea that might be needed for another day. And so I'm glad you're doing good. Glad you're doing good. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna continue to do what I do over here at Opinionated News. And I'll bring that drama to some not that drama, but I'll bring drama to Opinionated News Station in a month or so. And if you'll give me just one moment, I'm gonna mute myself and stop my camera. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for being my other bushwatcher, sis. I know you be trying to be in here and get in on the conversation. I don't know. We're gonna have to upgrade your phone. We're gonna have to upgrade your phone, or maybe upgrade your app. Your app might be out of date, but we ain't gonna worry about that. We're gonna talk about Elena. Remember, Elena is 15 years old, from Detroit, Michigan. Since she was 10, she has been being abused. I'm gonna flash them real quick. Let me make sure I have the correct one. I want to flash these abusers real quick. Give me one second, you all. We have to double click everything now in StreamYard, so it takes us some time. And I'm on a laptop, so I have to scroll too. So here we go. But I want to show them. There we go. 15-year-old Elena. Been, we'll start back. Let's go back to when 15-year-old Elena was born. She was born to a 15-year-old mother. I did the math. I did more research. Her mother name was DeWaller Hooker at the time, and her biological father passed away. Not sure of exactly when, but her biological father is no longer here. DeWaller continued to raise Elena with a guy. I found out his name is James Allen Grant, Sr. At the time, he was just James Allen Grant. And once they had three more children, and I'm going to remove that so you can get back to me. Just wanted to show exactly who, but they had three more children, and the relationship ended. We have facts on why the relationship ended. James Allen Grant actually got another woman pregnant. He has two 8-year-olds, so her youngest son by him, and he has another son by or daughter, either or, by someone else, where that's what sort of ended their relationship. And he said that's where all the drama started. But from there, she met a guy named Sidney Cheatham. She and Sidney got together when Elena was around 9. She liked him at first, but things started getting heavy when she turned 10. and he began to abuse her and her sister, her brothers, because that's all she had at the time. Her and her brothers. He started abusing them, not only physically, emotionally, but also sexually for Elena. Now, if you didn't watch the replay yesterday, I mean, if you did not watch, you were not here, or you did not watch the replay, you may want to go back and watch the replay so you can get caught up with everything. So now, after we left off yesterday, remember we left off with part 8 of her story. We're going to start with, we have parts 9 to 16. And Elena hasn't been, this is going to be all from her dad, James Allen Grant, the guy that stepped up, because it's some court date that's going on tomorrow between him and Delilah. Not sure, but according to my sources, it has nothing to do with Elena. So I'm not sure exactly what's going down, but I believe it has something to do with the whole incident that happened 5 years ago. Because ever since that day of that incident, he has not seen the boys. He has seen Elena because Elena has ran away to, she's ran away. He has seen Elena, and she has reached out and snuck to call him. But after her story went viral, of course, most people are believing her, but there are some naysayers. And so I'm going to flash this because these are Elena words on what she wants to say to the naysayers. Make sure I got the right one. Hold on. Here we go. This is for the Elena's naysayers. She says, and for all of you, and wait 1 second. I'm going to have to remove my banner because I know it's going to take off some of my reading as I'm doing this tonight. And I'll click it back up when I can. But let's see. Elena says, and for all of you who don't believe me or don't want to believe me, who want to be on her side, I know it's a felony, she left her why off, to lie to the police or court or whatever. I know the consequences, and I knew what could happen if I did this. But I did not speak any lies. I came here to speak my truth, get support, and be able to live a normal life away from someone I always thought of as a predator. So if you think I'm lying, if you think my supposed to be mother is telling the truth, in parentheses, she says, without any facts to back it up, just 3 simple statuses or sentences or whatever you want to call it. Do you, boo? But I'm going to keep doing me, and I'm going to voice my truth. And the only person that can stop me is me. Hashtag hear my voice. So Alana still wants to be heard. Now I have some updates. Hi, thank you. Oh, you okay, Vibes? I appreciate what you doing on the back end back there. Because Sister Girl Nosy. Thank you for being here, sis. I appreciate you. You need to call your other sister and tell her and help her figure out how to get up in here. She be trying. She watching. She here with us. But thank you so much for being here. And so, have an update. As of last night, well, I'll go ahead and say as of today, Elena is no longer in North Carolina. Elena is now back here in Detroit, Michigan. She is not back here in Detroit, Michigan at the hands of her mother, Delilah. She is actually back in Detroit, Michigan at the hands of her sister by her original biological father. The name that I got from the sister on Facebook was called Allie the Stylist. Allie is obviously a little older. I'm not sure of her age, but she looks to be in her younger 20 years of age. And she has herself together. She does great hair, does everything, but somehow they went to North Carolina to get Elena. Now we're going to hear parts of some stories, but I'm going to show a couple of Facebook posts, and I'm going to read what the sister had to say because there was a lot of hype today on Facebook, of course, about this story. Delilah had some things to say, and I did get the receipts tonight, you all. So she did have some things to say. Now I'm going to go ahead and show that Elena is safe. Here we go. This is Elena's sister on her biological father's side, Allie, the hairstylist. Everything is over. My sister is good. Dee, meaning Delilah, is not going to court for my sister. This Facebook shit is only going to make it worse for her. No more posting and views. We finna do it the right way. It's about her, not anyone else. Well, she said nobody else, but y'all know I'm technical. Now, remember, I was supposed to have footage of the sister that I didn't get the day before. The sister removed all her comments, all her everything. I believe it was a lot of hype, but people were donating to them to help get her back safe. A lot was going on. It was a bunch going on. Now, we're going to listen to what Dewala had to say because I'm going to play the dad. He's basically all the content that I have to show tonight. And like I said, it's eight parts, but they're 1 minute parts. Let's see. I got a comment here. Let's see. Probably somebody joining. Oh, yeah. Thank God. Yes, vibes. Thank you. Yes, thank God she is safe. But how safe is she? Her sister don't have rights over her. She is only 15 years old. You understand? So she's not emancipated. She can't say that. So her mom at any moment, and she's back here in Detroit, Michigan, can go and scoop her up and she can be right back in the situation or worse. So to me, I felt like she was probably safe in North Carolina. Now, earlier, before she got picked up today, she was at the fair with her grandparents and everything, according to the dad, which we will hear soon. So I'm going to show this Facebook clip that Dewila said earlier today. Now, remember, some naysayers out here for Elena. And she said to the naysayers, do you, boo, because she knows she's telling the truth. Now, we're going to I'm going to post the first clip of what Dewila said. She made 2 posts today that I was able to catch. And this is around the time, around 11:30 or 12 o'clock today. But I'm going to read it. It's 2 pieces, so I have to read the first part and then read the second. So here we go. Now, like I said, this is Dewila's Facebook post at approximately 11:30 a.m. on today, 5/7/2025. If y'all can't see that all of this is a ruse, because we have court tomorrow, I don't know what to say. She's been with my mom and stepdad for 8 months and in communication with all of these people freely since the beginning. Now that we're about to go to court, it's this big thing and new allegations of abuse, and y'all sent someone all the way to North Carolina to get her because she's in danger. No, this is a let me click 1 second, slick ass ploy. And it's ridiculous how low you all are. I'm sorry, I'm sort of fixing the vocabulary. Pray for me, y'all. Remind you, he hasn't seen my sons in 5 years. In the first 3, he never even filed anything with the court. And that's because he's used to not seeing them. The fuck. Y'all are crazy as fuck and will believe anything. I never abused my kids, and my husband has never abused kids. Period. No question. Now, I want to say something about that. I don't like that at all. I am a mother of a 15-year-old little girl. If my daughter comes to me and says anybody that I have brought around her, whether it's a family member, a friend, a partner, anybody did anything to her, I'm going to automatically believe in my daughter, and we're going to handle business one way or another, however it's going to go. Now, I personally, as you are here at Opinionated News, this is my personal opinion. I am on Elena's side. I'm here for Elena. I'm going to get her voice out here the best I can with what I got. That baby sat there and told her truth. I believe her truth. I don't believe anything was made up. Her father was even able to back up that whole scenario and that situation of that day that she explained. Now, of course, he wasn't able to back up the things that went on inside of the home, but I believe everything. She didn't make that up. She didn't sit there and make that up. That baby is pure, innocent, and have been traumatized by the life that she has had to live. Now, but when she said all of that, I have another Facebook post that she came back and said this. Dewala said, and people that know me know that I don't play about my kids ever. If I felt they were in jeopardy or in harm's way, it's no way 5 years passing by and I'm doing nothing or the bare minimum. The fuck? You'll kick it in a door. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. You'll kick in a door saying you're protecting your kids, but then let 5 years pass. And when you do go to court, you ask for joint custody. How does that work? Now you better, now you weak, bitter, lying, blank, blank. Y'all see them 2 words. I really don't like that N word too tough, so I don't be using that. Now, so like I said, there's some court date going on tomorrow. Now, according to him, he hasn't been able to see his kids in the last 5 years due to that situation that happened 5 years ago. So me being a news reporter, I went to go be nosy on his Facebook, and this ain't new stuff he just posted. His Facebook is full of nothing but his kids. He don't just have the 4 kids. He has 3 biological kids with this lady, but he claimed Alana. They had something happened in high school. This is a high school situation on how Elena was made, and he's going to explain all of this. But as far as his Facebook go, he got 3. He got about 7, 8. He got some kids out there. He had a picture with all the kids, but prior to this situation. Now, as this situation has ended, went on, his other kids are very all over his Facebook. He's showing up at football games. These kids are dressed nice. They clean. And this is not based on this situation. I'm not going to say it's based on this situation, but this just hit the news. Well, hit the platforms 2 days ago. These dates go back to 2020, 2019, all the way up to 2024 and some in 2025, where he's been with his other kids. And so he's basically saying he got a better baby mama. She been holding him hostage from his babies. We're going to get to him. I still got a comment. Yes, oh my. So this lady is out here defending her husband, not believing her daughter, on top of holding the 3 kids she shared with him from him. The 3 kids she shared with her baby daddy from him. Now, I found out, remember I said I think she had more kids. She actually does have 2 more kids with her husband. And 2 of those 2 kids have autism. We're going to hear all of this in just a moment. I just want to give y'all a breakdown. Now, he also, Sidney, and when I say this man, Sidney Cheatham, also has his own son that he has no involvement with, allegedly, according to my sources. His son is 10 years old and also has autism. So I'm just going to start playing the first clip. Like the dad, he been going live, back and forth. Now, he did say this was his last live that he did today, but I'm quite sure if I go on Facebook later tonight, Daddy gonna be up there saying something. You never know, because you sometimes you got to come out here and defend your name and defend your character. Now, he went live one time for 15 minutes. He went live another time for about 10, 15 more minutes. I just sort of clipped what was important, and I broke it down. Some of the clips are only 1 minute. A couple of them, let me see, because we're going to be starting with part 9. Yeah, most of them are like 1 minute, 1 minute. It's only the last 2 or 3 minutes. But I want you all to hear a little more of his side and what he's saying, because some things happened and transpired today since the baby's back. I believe he's already seen Elena, but she is back. So we're going to just let him say something real quick. This is James Allen Grant Sr., the only father Elena knows. She said that's her most trusted adult, and this is who she would prefer to live with. Now, I'm going to show this clip, and then I'm going to show a status that he made on Facebook.
My daughter said, Daddy, my daughter called me having a panic attack. This is an hour ago. I'm just not getting off of that from talking her down, and she at the fair with her granddaddy and grandma. You know what I'm saying? They helping ease her mind. But she had a panic attack. I told her to stay off the internet, because she on there. I said, don't feed into nothing. Don't feed into nothing negative. You see. She on there. She see this fake post about what a nigga say he gonna do to me. It's pictures of me all shot up from years ago. She busts out and have a panic attack. Dad, I can't breathe. She texts me, Dad, what? I can't breathe. I called her instantly. What you mean? She panicking already. She gasping. She wheezing. I say, whoop, whoop, whoop. I walk her through it. Hands over your head, in through your nose, out through your mouth. On 3, we gonna say our ABCs. Boom. Said our ABCs twice. She calmed down. What's going on? What's upsetting you that caused the panic? How you panicking? I know you've been feeling away, but what sent the panic? She said, I just got on the internet and I saw a picture of you shot, but I seen, so he said, they were saying they're going to kill you and this and that. Like, I said, baby, I said, cut it out now. We not going to count them tears that you just cried. Them tears you just cried, talking about you can't breathe, baby. We ain't gonna. I keep it real with my daughter the whole way. I'm not, bro. I can't fake this shit, bro. I can't fake this shit if I wanted to.
Okay. So today, Elena had a panic attack. And of course, as we continue to hear his story, Delilah and Sydney are on Facebook, up under troll pages, posting this man, doing things to pretty much antagonize people. And that's not the way to handle things. And we're going to hear what he says, but I want to read this post that he made on Facebook about why he can't get, like, he want his kids, basically. Now, here we go. The real main question nobody is asking is, what's so hard about giving me, the actual biological father, his kids? Ask what I did, that I just don't deserve a life with my kids. I'll wait. Ask that bum, whatever, bum why, let me see, ask that bum why she keeping them away from me if they're mine. She trying to hide what's going to come out, and it's been obvious for years. They just in too deep. If y'all ask them questions, the truth will come out. October 4th, 2020, I don't know what BTA. I put BTA to her husband for whooping my kids, all under age 10, with an object. I completely blanked out and crashed on them. Simple as that. They were scared, so they moved in. I've been fighting the system ever since. Yeah, I can't read jibber jabber. I'm sorry. Ever since, while they build false narratives. I can really read, y'all, but when I don't see the right punctuation, Ms. Open Brain do a little something different. But I just wanted to say that whatever happened on October 4th, 2020, has stopped this man from being able to see his kids. I'm trying to remove that, you all. It has stopped James from being able to see his kids. And now this has caused all this. So I believe that's what this court date is about tomorrow. But he wants to know, like, even if he can't get Elena because she is not biologically his, why he's not able to even get his other 3 sons. Now, according to the Wilder, he don't do nothing. He ain't did nothing, XYZ. But according to what I've seen all over the, social media, everybody comments, he's a good dad. He's been trying, but he can't have contact, I guess. I'm not sure what was in the order. Not sure how much time he had to serve, if he served time for that incident, but it's been 5 years. These kids, first of all, I have some clippings. Well, he goes home later on, and he's going to be showing video, some footage of him and Delilah. He got receipts. He got some good old receipts. And I had to block out the babies' faces, but these boys deserve love. Is being told that they're being mistreated, but the other 2 kids, like, she's posting her other 2 kids on the social media site. Nobody ain't seeing the other 3, like he said, because he took care of them. He made sure they had the shoes, the clothes, the things they need. She's neglecting them. But we're going to hear this is going to be actually part 10 of the story for her. It's a 16-part story, but when I say parts, it's just little 1-minute clips, you all. So I'm going to play part 10 of what he had to say.
Well, they been in there. I've been trying to read everything all day. I've been talking to lawyers. And I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all the help, all the support, all the encouraging words to my daughter, and all of that shit. Because it ain't about me, but I got to fight the fight with her. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate all y'all. I got to fight the fight with my baby. So I love y'all for loving on her and making her feel heard, because that's all she wanted. That's all she want. That's all she been wanting is to be heard, bro. This ain't no shit that's supposed to be normal. It's normal way too often. And like I've been telling y'all earlier, I said this nigga got his own kids that he don't even fuck with. I didn't know it was only one. And I didn't know his child was, you know what I'm saying? But, nigga, how you got your own son? How you got your own son? And your own 2 kids beat on your own 2 kids that you got with my baby mama. I just can't stop thinking about a lot of shit that ain't adding up, right? This nigga on fake pages, my baby mama on fake pages. They saying everything that they saying from fake pages and shit, right? If my child that I know for a motherfucking fact I didn't touch is on this motherfucking internet or telling anybody anything, I'm representing my face with my face. Why I gotta hide if I'm telling the truth? What the fuck I'm making fake pages saying little hoe ass fuck shit to niggas for? To everybody that I see commenting that piss me off.
Okay. So, like he stated, I had already stated. I just wanted to, I want to tell a little bit before I play his little clip. There, first of all, he has his own son. He has his own son that he's not seeing. He's not been an active parent for. And when I say he has his own son, I'm talking about Sydney. I'm gonna flash that once again. I just want to show you all who these abusers are. We're gonna help get Elena's story out here. We're talking about Sydney up there in the far left corner. Sydney Cheatham has his own 10-year-old son who has autism, who most likely needs a dad in his life that he's not there for. But he's in the home with James Grant children, putting hands on James Grant's children. And James is upset. And I hope for this situation it works out. Because from what I see, first of all, everybody was saying, hey, he got a big enough spot for the kids to come live there. You know, he is a street dude. We can say that. We can attest. You can see it. He even admits to it. But one thing he is a loving father, and he's passionate about his kids. Me being, y'all know I like to relate a little bit. Me being a single mom, and I have a baby dad who is fully capable to be a part of his daughter's life, who opted out when she was 10 months, and we ain't bothered him or chased him to find out why, when, or what. It irks me when I see fathers that want to be there for their children, and mothers are, the mothers aren't even allowing it. And even not just allowing it, but you're allowing another man to step in, be a disciplinarian, which is coming off as abuse to the babies. It just don't sit right with me. But we're going to go ahead and play the next clip because they only want 1 and 2 minute clips. And I want to go ahead and get his little voice out here so we can continue on. This one is a 1 minute clip. Wrong one. My bad. We are on part 13. Wait, I played part 9, 10, 11. I'm sorry, we're on part 11.
I bet y'all didn't know. This same bitch ass nigga, right? That's abusing my kids, right? Has a 10-year-old son with autism that he ain't fucked with in years. 10-year-old son that got autism that he ain't fucked with in years. He got a 10-year-old son with autism that he ain't fucked with in years. He got 2 autism babies with my baby mama. His brother is fully blown, mentally challenged. My baby mama has been motherfucking, what they call it, put on paper countless times, mentally unstable.
Okay, so obviously from what we just heard, Delilah has some mental issues. Like he said, it's been documented of being mentally unstable. But she's not parenting. She's parenting 6 kids with a man that is not only, as we continue to get on into this story, she's been abused too and manipulated, as her daughter had already stated when she came out and told her story last night. Well, the night before last. I brought it to you all last night. But the baby is being abused, you know what I'm saying, by 2 people that are basically mentally ill. Because they're saying that mental illness runs in Sydney's family. And disabilities. He has a brother that has a full disability. All of his children have autism. Now, autism comes in different forms, so I'm not sure exactly what form of autism any of his children have, but he's not in the life of the 10-year-old. But you're sitting there beating on these babies. Now, we're going to go ahead and get into part 12, which is only another 1 minute and 41-second clip.
Mama broke. I knew she was broke as fuck when I sent them gifts with her blood brother, and my kids said they never got them, and there was money in them bitches, and everything was brand new that I had kept for 2 years. And I sent that shit with my baby mama little brother. And guess how? Because my baby mama, all of this shit, we got records and receipts too. She called herself, how you gonna try to keep my kids from me, talk to my sister about them, get money from my sister to help you with them, and feel like she's not gonna relay anything to me or I'm not aware? This bum ass bitch was cash apping my little sister $1 to talk. She talking because she's scared of getting beat by this nigga. She's scared of getting beat by this nigga. I'm knowing that's what it is. She get her head beat in. I just talked to the nigga. I talked to somebody else he fucked with. The bitch say, yeah, he been crazy. He been crashing out on shit. He been like to abuse bitches and manipulate and play mind games, and he crazy, and half his family is mentally challenged on paper. Oh yeah, he do weed, yeah, and then he got a kid that I know he do that he don't fuck with. He trying to keep me from my biological kids, and he have a biological son that he has not seen. Public record. Y'all done already found his page. Go dig that shit up. Go dig that hoe ass shit up about that hoe ass nigga.
Now, speaking of Sydney's page, I could not dig it up. I believe he done removed his page from all the hype, and he's just working on troll pages. So I'm not sure exactly what page that he got, that he running off of now. But at the end of the day, this is all about Elena. And where Elena wants to be is with this man that we are seeing on the screen. She wants to be with James Grant. She wants her brothers to be safe with James Grant. As she said, she's been with his as we continue on, you're going to see that he's been a part of this baby life since she was obviously in the womb, because it goes back to high school, and we're going to continue to get there. And I just want to, like I said, I want to roll this out real quick because it's only going to take a couple more minutes. This next part is only 1 minute and 40 seconds. So we can go ahead and discuss it and pretty much get up out of here. But here we go.
You can go down to my Facebook from the day I made this bitch in 11th grade or 10th grade, 11th grade. In every other post, you're going to see me in that little light-skinned little baby that this bitch saying not mine. You're going to see gradual posts, though. You're going to see her at 4 months. You're going to see her at 6 months. You're going to see me at the first birthday. You're going to see her at my house. My baby didn't even live. My baby, bro, I never even said, bro, my baby lived with me her whole life. She stayed with Peaches when she was a baby, bro. She didn't even turn 1 in Peaches' house. She didn't even turn 1 in Peaches' house. She didn't even turn 1 in Peaches' house. She was living with me. Nigga, our teachers, our high school teachers can attest to the fact that she was living with me. Her favorite teacher she used to vent to and all that, she was a lot of our favorite teacher. Everybody fuck with Miss Benson, black ass. And she knew everything. She knew everything. They knew when she was pregnant with my son. They knew when she was, the teacher knew when she was pregnant with my son, bro. I didn't know. The teacher knew. Everybody knew but me.
Now, as we can see, like this goes back to high school. It seems like she got pregnant around 14, but had Elena around 15. I'm not sure of the exact time frame, but remember, Elena is 4 years older than the oldest youngest brother up under her, which will be James Jr. James Jr. is now 12. Elena is 13. 15 going on 16. She said next month. So it looks like she got pregnant in ninth grade and then again in 12th grade. But I'm quite sure I believe this clip is going to be blacked out a little bit. You're going to hear his voice because he was showing a bunch of he was showing his receipts. And he was showing pictures of the kids and all of that. And I didn't want to have the kids on there. I only showed the clips where it was the adults. But this is a 3-minute part. This is a 3-minute part. And I just want to go ahead and play this so I can go ahead and talk about it. Here we go.
Second one. First and second one. Here go me and this bitch ultrasound. Here go me and they mama ultrasounds. I got all of them too. I just can't find every last one of them, bro. I even got one of Elena ultrasounds, and she not my biological daughter. Hold on. Who is this? Who is that taking family pictures? Who is that taking family pictures? Who is it? Okay, now. Okay, now. Then we did it again. Right? Because we kept having kids. Who is this? Who is this? Who is this, y'all? Ain't that the lady? Ain't that the lady I'm talking about? Ain't that my son? Ain't that my junior? Ain't that my daughter? I got countless and countless. Hold on, wait. This when she was pregnant with my third son, right? Pay attention to the pictures. These are my kids, motherfucker. Bro, we ain't finna talk about money. Look how happy this bitch is pregnant with my baby. This burning her husband the fuck up. Bitch, you can't deny this. You can't deny this. And I'm gonna tell y'all where this all started, bro. It all started when this happened. When I got another motherfucker pregnant. That's when this shit went to shambles, bro. She was pregnant with this baby at the same time that she was pregnant with my other son. I got 2 8-year-olds, bro. Ever since then, it was all shambles, bro. Look at my babies, man. Look at Elena. Look at James Jr. Look at James Allen Grant Jr. Look at Jameer Jax Grant Jr. This is Jordan Avery Grant in her stomach. Hold on, let me keep going. Boom. Boom with the little braids. Boom. Boom, bitch love me. She can't play. Hold on. Boom. Boom, this is my son. This is my daughter. Another different year of school pictures. Look, these different years, y'all. Different outfits, different years, different lengths of hair, different hairstyles. These my babies, bro. These my kids, bro. Here go another ultrasound from another baby. Come on, bro. I got countless of this shit.
I'm sorry, I had to black out a lot of that. He was showing his kids. He continued on. I didn't clip the rest of it because it went on for about 15, 20 minutes. But he was pulling out. He even had court. Here, our child support office is called Friend of the Court. And he had his receipts where had been paying his child support. And, he'd been doing everything. This next clip, he's going to talk about how they went to court and she was trying to up the child support. And the judge basically shut her down and everything. I didn't get all of that clip based on, it was a lot going on. He had a bunch. I didn't know how I was going to be able to hide some stuff. I mean, he had name out there. It was all types of stuff. But he wanted to prove that he deserved his children. I think the kids are safe. Elena said the most his family ever did was dump her on the head once or twice. Or, I don't even think he ever touched her. She wants to be somewhere where she's safe. She wants her siblings to be somewhere where they're safe. She even wants the siblings that share with her mom to be safe from their own dad. As we were told last night, by Elena, that he is molesting on his own 2-year-old baby. She's seen it with her own eyes, and I believe her. For anybody that don't believe Elena, y'all can go to the bottom pits of hell. My opinion, as I am here at Opinionated News. I hope I was looking in the camera when I said that, y'all, because I watched my replay and I don't be looking in the camera. Y'all got to help me out. I don't know. I see my little camera, but I think I'll be reading the comments and doing little things and maneuvering. But I'm gonna get better with my focal. So it's only one more clip of James, and we're gonna be done with the clips. But I have another Facebook post proving from this year alone. One of the oldest son's birthday, and I believe his son's birthday was February 1st. And he made a status on Facebook. Of course, I hid out the baby's face, but I have the status. Vibes. I'm telling you, I don't know if I be looking at the camera. It's okay, but I want them people to go to the bottom pits of hell. Those that are saying Elena is not telling the truth. Her mama saying that this is a ruse. Girl, silly ain't the word, girl. I might need to go get my check. I'm telling you, might need to go down there to that office and see if I can get a check. But anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and post this clip and read it. And it's in black and white, y'all, so I can read. But y'all know how when people don't put their periods and question, and use these broken down acronyms. But we're gonna read the post. Here we go. It says, "Everyone, help me wish my junior a happy 12th birthday. My motherfucking guy. I call him Pops, because he really grew up with me. This your day. Wait, no. Oh, okay. Let me rephrase that. I'm sorry. This your last birthday. I'm posting old pics. I promise. I haven't seen you in almost 5 years, and Lord knows I'm hurt. But one thing for certain is I'm coming to get you, son. You and your brothers. See you soon, even sooner than you wish. I love you with all my heart, with everything in me. Happiest 12th birthday to you, the amazing baby James." I could go on and on and on and on and on, but I'd only be making myself sad. In a minute, son. Love, Pops. So this is Elena didn't come out till the other day. So 3 months ago, when baby James turned 12, of course, like when I'm telling y'all, his Facebook page was full. He's very active with them other kids that he had with the other baby mama that he said that made all this. But he also, in the clips that I did not clip, he said it was once upon a time before this Sydney guy got in the picture that the baby mothers were coexisting with the kids. And I believe when Elena said she ran away and she went to her stepmom and they tried to arrest her stepmom, I believe that's the lady she spoke of, because she did tag her in the post, but the lady obviously went and removed her Facebook page and deactivated it for now or something. But at the end of the day, this man is fighting for his babies. Hey, Brooks, thank you for being here. This man is fighting for his babies. He wants, first of all, Elena is fighting to be heard, to be believed. She went to the school system. The school system called CPS. The police was even at the scene that night when all of this happened. Because all of this happened because she told her dad what Sydney had done to her, but she didn't even tell him about the molestation. All she had told him and showed him when he seen those bruises that she had on her arm. That's when he went crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that's when he went crazy, and that's what led to her holding them kids. Because if you remember what Elena said last night, and if you don't, I might have that clip. No, actually, she wrote it, but she did say after that incident they moved, and then she was instantly held from James. She was instantly held, but at 10, she said she snuck and made her. No, I'm sorry. At 12, she stuck and made her Instagram so she could be in contact with him. And she got caught. And when she got caught, of course, her mama pushed her down. And this was on her 12th birthday. But this baby is living a life of trauma, a life of pain. And I'm not sure if she's safe anymore. Like, I felt comfortable last night when I went to bed, as I didn't the night before, knowing she was in North Carolina, knowing that she was good. But her sister, Allie the stylist, went and got her. Because she said she don't play about her dad's kids. And remember, this is her biological sister by her dad that is now deceased. So at the end of the day, I'm not sure. Like, this hasn't made any mainstream news. CPS ain't went over there. Everybody's saying that I believe they stay in Inkster, and you all know Inkster is the same place where London Thomas ex boyfriend or whatever live. So they're saying that they live in Inkster. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not Inkster, Dearborn. My bad, it's not Inkster, it's Dearborn. But at the end of the day, that those two cities connect. But at the end of the day, this man, even though he got 5, 6, 7, 8 kids, I don't know exactly how many he got. From what I seen on his Facebook page, he is active and present. And these are, like I said, this is not like how he was showing old pictures just then, but this is his proof where, hey, I've been present the whole time, not just, prior. Now, granted, he hadn't been able to be present in these 5 years, but if you listen to that clip that I played where he say he sent stuff through the Wallace brother. Granted, he held on it for 2 years, not sure why, but he can't have contact with him. Now, at the end of the day, he probably couldn't have contact, but his mom could. His, whatever. But who knows if when the grandma did call and say, hey, I want to see my grandkids, the Walla could have been like, no, I don't know the facts. But the Walla is not showing face right now. Like, besides making these little comments, you're going on troll pages, like he said. Because I'll be damned if my baby come out here on these YouTube streets and tell a story and it's not a true story. I'm not going to be all up under a troll page talking about, oh, she lying. Oh, no, I'm not going to be up here saying no. First of all, if my baby ever come out here and tell her truth, it's her truth. If she say I did it, I did it. I'm going to own up to it. And we're going to figure out how we can fix it if it's a problem or something like that. I would never discredit my child on anything that she said happened to her. You understand? Her truth is her truth. Like, I've been a rough mom. You understand? I ain't just beat and abused or nothing, but I've been a verbally rough mom. I talk with passion and enthusiasm, ghettoism, a little ratchet, and I cuss a little bit. So I probably have had a little verbal, mental abuse on my baby a little bit, not intentionally. But we have discussed it, and she say I am a little harsh, but we've been working on it, and I've been trying to be better with all of that. But if she come out here and tell her story, I'm not going to discredit her and be out here saying that this is a ruse and all of that. But Elena has more family. She has a cousin by her biological dad that's stepped up. And well, he's trying, he want to be a part because some stuff happened on James' page today where a complete stranger, I guess, sent $400 or $500 or something to get Elena back home, which they were all saying money wasn't the issue. Well, James refunded the money back, and the lady got upset about it. And he showed all the screenshots and stuff, and it was so much to load. I went about to load it, but on one of those on that post, I believe this is where the cousin had said what he had to say, and this is Elena's cousin by her biological dad. Make sure this is it. Yes. Now, his name was Mike. Not sure if the last name or anything, but his name was Mike. So Mike said, real talk, bro. Now, y'all know I'm going to struggle reading this post. I don't see a period the first. I don't see none of that. So I'm about to struggle, y'all. Pray for me. Real talk, bro. We can leave all this shit right here. You don't know me. I'm her big cousin, and don't nobody need to know nothing else. That's going on your baby girl good. And I only saw my little cousin a few times, but we don't play about our loved one. My cousin not here to protect his baby girl from this shit, but she got for sure. Okay, FS mean for sure, y'all. She for sure got family. And if you her dad, that makes us family. We not going against each other at this crazy time. We gonna help you fight for your kids, bro. Just call me because all this is because of me. I don't give a fuck about no police when it comes to mine, no matter the relationship we got. Now, even this man who is the real father of Elena is his first cousin, second cousin, one of his cousins. But he's stepping up saying, hey, my brother ain't here to be a dad to her. And, basically, we appreciate you for stepping up being a dad, and we're going to help you get your kids. Everybody is seeing that, so I don't know how this is going to play out, y'all. He said he's not going live anymore. Of course, Elena is with her sister, and her sister is not allowed. She don't want them going back on Facebook right now. Now, Delilah is out here, but I'm going to be checking because remember, they're going to court tomorrow, and I believe they're going to court with something that has to do with the kids and all of that. And I do have one more part of what he had to say. And he was in the car, and this is before, I think this was before he said he wouldn't come live no more. He said he wasn't coming, or maybe this was the one he said this is his last live. It's only a 3-minute clip, and he's basically in the car, explaining his little last of his situation. But I want y'all to pray for Elena, of course. Pray for her siblings, and pray for this man who obviously, like I say, he loves his kids. I can tell. I seen that yesterday on the first clip. Actually, I seen it the night before when I was doing it, but like, it's a stigma out here that hood dudes and black dudes don't take care of their kids, and that's a false narrative. I I am a hood street girl. I've seen plenty great fathers out here. You understand, regardless on their personal lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Their choices, they still step up. And it's so many women out here that are not making the best decision for their children. They're letting their feelings and their emotions get involved. They're letting other men get involved and get in their head. And I don't think it's right. So I too want to fight for James Grant and hope and pray that he get his kids. But we're going to listen to this last clip. It's only 3 minutes and 6 seconds, and we'll be right back.
Nigga, I'm finna be 32, right? Nobody didn't know. I baffled the world last night with this information. Wait, that's not his biological. Only people who knew she wasn't my biological daughter is my family and motherfuckers who went to school with me, who probably looked at us while we was in school and thought I probably was never gonna be around this long, or probably just looked at it like how we was kids, like. So for a motherfucker to know me and not know that this wasn't my biological, I fucked their heads up. They like, this nigga, that's all I cry about. That's all I talk about. That's all anybody ever see. That's all I ever post is my kids. Not two of my kids by one of my baby mamas. Like how she do. Y'all follow that bitch TikTok. She make little videos and shit. Bitch be trying to, she an internet mama for real. She's an internet mama for real. And y'all peep the timeline. Go look at how my babies disappeared. My babies ain't on her don't be on none of her pages. She posts school pictures. And she ain't even gonna post them how she would have posted them if I was still around, because my kids ain't up to per. She posted half of the picture and shit. Why? Because my kids probably ain't got on shit on their feet worth looking at or some shit like that. They calling Petty and Annie. This public record, the bitch got hold in court trying to up my child support for some kids that I have not seen at this point in time at already like 2.5, 3 years. 2 years. It was for sure 2 years. It was 2 years in. How you trying to up my child support? The judge say, nah, we can't do that. We looking at this and he in good standing. What? Wait a minute, your boyfriend is in the house with you. She cut up on the judge. My husband, he's my husband. She said, excuse me, miss, my bad, your husband. So since he's your husband, that carry a different kind of responsibility. What the fuck is your husband? What is you and his income that you raising, trying to want me to raise this man's income, who been working and been steadfast paying his shit on time as of right now, and he ain't seen his kids? What do you need the extra money for? She got this. I'm not even finna talk about the baby. She got his son who's autistic that she got to take care of. I don't know if if they was getting their money from the state for him already or what, or how none of that shit go. I know she needed money. Cause even if they is getting money from the state from him, I'm pretty sure all of the shit he need costs. I got 4 kids with this bitch. I already know that they married and he make this bitch spend her own money. My baby mama can't spend this nigga money. My daughter told it all when she got back. She told everything except the shit she was scared to tell. Like she said, she felt safe down there, far away from them and all of that shit where she can get it off.
Now, as we see, Elena is now back here. And he has seen Elena. And like you say, Elena went more in depth this time and told everything that she could tell to her father. She probably was uncomfortable telling him more about the molestation or whatever. I'm not sure which part she did tell him. But Elena is back. But she felt safe where she was. So now Elena is back here where her sister is saying, I'm gonna read that again because her sister is saying she's safe. And to me, my feelings, my personal opinion, as I am Miss Open, and this is my opinion, she says everything is over. My sister is good. Dee Dee is not going to court for my sister. This Facebook shit is only going to make it worse for her. No more posting. Oh, I don't think, I'm sorry, I must have missed a clip, but it's a post in here where she was saying, it was another place saying that it was another post, but she was basically saying she used the word safe. But I don't think Elena is safe back in Detroit. Her story went viral. Her parent, her mom and her stepdad. Hey, Warrior, I know where y'all was. It's okay. You ain't forget. Y'all know you was in the bushes somewhere. Cause girl, I wanted to stay in them bushes too. But I got a good sister that's gonna have my back and let me see the tea. but thank you for being here, Warrior. It's okay. We actually about to get. I done played all my clips. I'll give you the little update. Elena's sister Allie. Her name is Allie the hairstyle. Well, Allie the stylist, and she does great hair. And I'm gonna look into her for my baby. Because I'm tired of doing my baby hair. But let me get back on track. Allie, obviously, I'm not sure if she drove. Somehow they went and got Elena from North Carolina between this morning, last night and this morning. She made it back. Now, and it was obviously before 11:30 that she made it back due to the fact that um the mom posted at 11:30 today. And so she made it back. The mom is all on Facebook still calling her daughter a liar, Warrior, saying that if y'all think this is a ruse and all this stuff, it's a mess. It's a hot mess. And now Elena's back in Detroit where she may not be safe as she thinks she is. I'm quite sure. I know the mom knows where the sisters stay because that's where Elena got picked up from before she got driven 10 hours down to North Carolina. So I don't know if they have her in a hotel. Now somebody in the post where with all the money situation was going on, like that was a little messy for me. I didn't want to bring up their money situation or whatever, but like he was saying money wasn't the issue and he had the proof to prove and he refunded that lady her money. But at the end of the day, the lady said that she paid for a rental. And so I'm thinking they had to get a rental car to go down there to get the baby. Not sure if they stayed in a hotel or they drove straight back, but she's back here. Now she has had contact with James. Not sure if that's where she went. But at the end of the day, it's all about parental rights here. And the person that has the parental rights is the Delilah Cheatham. She has been the custodian over. I'm gonna put this back up here once again. They faces so we can get them out here. But this is where Elena actually belongs, rightfully. And because she is not emancipated, because she is not old enough yet, no court. Like they said, she's going to court tomorrow, but she's not going for Elena because Elena isn't biologically James. So I'm assuming James didn't sign the birth certificate to make himself liable. I'm not sure. I don't know what her last name is. I don't know what Elena's last name is. I do know everybody else's last name. James Grant, the Waller Cheatham, the real big abuser over here. Delilah Cheatham is the enabler and the liar. Her husband, Sidney Cheatham, is the abuser, the manipulator, and the gaslighter. And as James likes to call him, the peon. Now, let me see. I got a couple of comments. Yeah, it's really going down. Like at the end of the day, so y'all pray for Elena because she's back here. And the baby, I don't think she's safe, y'all. Like I said, I don't know how this story is going to plan out, how I'm going to get more information unless the Wilder continue to get on her post and say something. The little Nae Nae thing is still there, but it just has that one video that we already know. She's not, going to be posting on there no more due to her sister saying, hey, we don't want to make this worse. We want to, they want to be able to keep her. Now, but James want her. So where does she rightfully belong? Right now, she belongs with the mom. And so I don't want her to get in any type of trouble or them to try to put her in a placement home just because she rightfully don't belong to James. her sister said she has 2 kids of her own. She's trying to take care of. She got a bunch going on herself. She got a business she's trying to run. So I do too. That's Warrior. I think she would have been better, but the sister, they trying to, let's go get her safe. She was safe. The ones they should have been trying to go get was them 3 boys from at the Wilder house with Sydney, because it was a clip where he said, I don't think I posted it. Maybe I did. Where he said she was at the fair. They was at the fair yesterday, because that was the live he did 21 hours ago when I had clipped it. So she was at the fair yesterday with her grandparents or whatever. And when I say grandparents, that is the Wilder's mom and the Wilder's stepdad. She said that in one of the posts, and I probably don't know. I don't even know if I got that one, or did I show you all that one? Let me make sure I showed all the clips of, because I color coded them to make sure. Oh, let me show you this. I did not show this. Now, up under the Wilder's post, this is what somebody made a comment. So I'm going to put the comment up there, and then the Wilder said this back. Let's see what it says, y'all. Now, somebody had made a comment that said, she stated she doing this before y'all come get her before school let out. Nothing about court. And the Wilder said, I was never coming to get her, the fuck, and she know that. So, there we have it. Elena was safer down there. But Elena is lonely down there. Elena, she's scared down there. She's for her brothers. She wants to be with her family, like the dad side of her family that she's used to going to. Her sister by her biological dad, where she's used to being. She was in an unfamiliar spot for 7 or 8 months. Not sure how, if her grandparents stay in North Carolina, not sure how much involvement they've had in her life over the years, so she was probably in an uncomfortable environment, in a room, like she said, she writes and does all of that. But how dare this bitch, y'all know I try not to cuss so much, say she wasn't even going to get her own kid. But you out here defending, you out here saying that all this is a ruse and this baby lying. So how she end up down there anyway? Thank you so much for my traffic lights and my hearts. They so pretty. And but how in the hell did she get down there? What made you say, hey, I got to take Elena down here to North Carolina? Because Elena started speaking up. She realized her situation wasn't getting better. It was getting worse. And she decided to start running away, telling people, and trying to get out of her situation. And that baby had the courage to come out here on the internet at the hands of millions and tell her story. And how dare any grown-ass adult that is a mother, a auntie, a sister, a brother, a child of God, anything, sit here and say that that baby story is not the truth. And the dad even said yesterday when we was reading the clip that, in the beginning when the baby was telling him what was going on about how she had to stand in the corner and all this stuff, that, he was giving the benefit of the doubt to the adults. You know what I'm saying? He was telling his baby, hey, okay, if he say stand in the corner, but she was scared to tell him. And thank God she didn't, because on one of those clips, he did say that had he found out about the molestation at that moment, remember he'd had the pow in the seat of the car, like it would have went down. So anybody else could not have been here today. So I'm glad, it didn't work out that way. But this baby been suffering for 5 years. Yeah, she probably did want to. Yeah, she wanted to come back to her family. But I don't think that was the best and safest thing. Because her mama wasn't going to come get her. If she didn't get out here on this internet and be strong enough to say anything, she was just going to be in North Carolina in the next couple of years. But what's up? She's very intelligent. Is she going back to school? You know what I'm saying? Are they about to homeschool her? Because they pulled her out of school. Like, she been down there since October. So obviously she got pulled out of school in the beginning of this year from here, driven down there to start a brand new school in North Carolina. School is about to end in the next couple of weeks. Definitely in the South. They probably about to be out tomorrow anyway. So she's probably good enough for this year. But like, what's going to happen? And I don't know how we're going to keep up with what's going to happen, but I'm very concerned because now they don't want to bring it back out to social media. The dad say he done, because he been getting a bunch of inboxes. The money situation made him upset. The Wilder and them out here on fake pages. So we don't know what those real pages is, but I've been stalking it. And I actually followed everybody. I followed Allie the stylist. I followed the Wilder Cheatham. I followed three baby J. That's James' name on Facebook, y'all. He's so cool to me. Like I like his passion for his kids. You know, y'all know I'm a street girl. To y'all, he might be just he a raggedy thug. No, to me, I see what he want to do. I know women like that. I come from a family full of women. Not saying most of my family did that, but they either had friends. I've chosen friends that wasn't no good friends when I was younger, and I've seen people be vindictive. And I don't know if this is personal because I have that empty spot for my child where she don't have a dad. But when I see men out here fighting for their kids and wanting their kids, and moms are being nasty and holding them back, it makes me upset. Now, Warrior said, I don't trust the stepdad. What if he follows her and do something to her? And that's my whole thing as well. Like, they know she back. I'm quite sure, like when I tell y'all Detroit big, but it ain't big. And definitely like Dearborn, everything connects so fast and so quick. Like if I leave my house right now, in 3 minutes, I'll be in Dearborn. I stay in Detroit. In probably about 5 minutes, I'll be in Hamtramck. Like everything just connects so much. I know they know where she at. Unless they got her hotel, or, I don't know the situation, but I'm gonna pray hard for this baby tonight. It's very disheartening, the whole situation, but not just praying for her. I got to pray about them other three babies that are being mistreated. They're watching their two younger siblings being treated okay or well to their knowledge, which, at the end of the day, the little girl, the baby little girl, because it's a boy and a girl. That's what I did find out. Not sure. I know the little girl is like 2, almost 3. So I'm thinking the other little boy is a little older than that. But her last child by James is now, Elena said 7. He said he got 2 8-year-olds. So I'm assuming the last baby done had a birthday now. But at the end of the day, from when I went on his page and I'm watching him be the best dad. I mean, one of his sons played football, and as y'all see, if y'all go find his page, his name is 3 baby J on Facebook. But he stayed clean and fresh. Anybody around him clean and fresh. He was actually he was with Boosie a couple of months ago doing a video shoot somewhere. But his kids, the one like he got a daughter, a biological daughter, probably about the same age or a year or 2 younger. So that wasn't the first baby that he made on her. He had a baby right before Elena was made because she do look a little older than Elena. But Elena looks a little small. And her sister is short and small. So I'm assuming the dad was a smaller guy. The biological dad. Now, I'm praying that she don't. I'm praying that she don't come up missing, Warrior. It's already so many missing. Now, at the end of the day, some of these cases, like I follow Lisa Card. I was telling y'all on Facebook. It was funny. She said she had posted a little missing guy. And she posted on her Facebook page, but he came in her inbox, threatening her, talk, bitch, take that shit down. And she's like, she ain't playing with these little YNs. Now, so my thing is, like, I know I've been showing those girls that went missing, and I went back to the platform, but when it say girls found, they don't tell me which girl was found, because immediately when the girl is found, they remove their information from the database. At least that's how it goes here. So, but if y'all didn't see, I made a post last night, because, Mocha came in here and last night, and she asked if I come up with something from here in Detroit to tag her or whatever. But as soon as I got off, I went on Facebook, and Mark DeAndre had a missing picture of Cochise. I forgot his last name, but he is the second cousin of Naziah Harris. Not sure if it's connected to the case in any way. I'm not following that story, so I can't bring information. If you want information on that case, y'all know to go to Mocha. And then for those that don't know, it's Mocha Unfiltered here on YouTube. But that's where y'all can go and find that case. But he came up missing. And he ain't the only one. And I hope Elena does not become one of those. I hope Elena is safe. I hope her mama, like her said, if her mama said she wasn't going to get her from North Carolina, so don't go get her from her sister's house. Don't go get her from James' house. Wherever she may be, leave that baby alone. Let her get emancipated. Let James sign over them rights. Do right. If you don't do anything else, Dewala Hooker Cheatham. That Hooker is her maiden last name. So Dewala Hooker Cheatham, and I'm gonna say Hooker with emphasis because I'm mad at this lady. If I see in the streets, y'all, somewhere at the grocery store, ain't no telling what Miss Open might do. Because I don't play about stuff like that. Definitely, when you calling your kid a liar about something that firsthand, she telling the truth about, that shit irks my soul real bad. But we're gonna pray, because I don't know how this story gonna come out. If I do get any more information, it will I'm not bringing it back until Monday for Open Discussion Detroit. And I want to let y'all know I won't be here tomorrow because I haven't done a thing for game night. But I'm going to work on that tonight. And then tomorrow, not just because of that, my baby has a band performance from 7. It normally be over about 8:30ish. But we got to drive 30 minutes home. And then, of course, we got to, either eat, take showers. We got to do whatever we got to do. I know I ain't going to make it here at 10 tomorrow. So I do have I had my topic ready. And the topic is called the title holder versus the side chick. And we'll talk about that next Thursday. So, and I'll go ahead and pre-plan that and have it ready. But I apologize, I won't be here, but I will be here 10 o'clock Friday. I will be here for game night. Of course, we're going to attempt Prices Right in the same way, but a little better this time. And we're going to do the music games. Either name the tune. We're going to do some music. And we're going to probably play Prices Right first so we don't get shut down with the music. Because I never do start with music first like that. And I did start. Coach Mean Reen. Hello, welcome. Thank you. I appreciate you. Come in anytime. We hold various discussions every day. I thank you for being here. Monday, I hold Open Discussion Detroit. Now, to this week is a little different because this story came out. A little girl wanted her story to be told, and it came out on Facebook, and I brought it here to my platform. So this week is thrown off, but on Monday we hold Open Discussion Detroit. That's our odd day. On Tuesday we have Open Understands Too, where we find things that are relatable to me, to the community, and we get out and talk about it. On Wednesday, it's normally Open Wednesday News, but I'm going to be switching things up as summer's coming. It's going to be called Open Reviews Everything. We'll be reviewing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for subbing. Thank you so much. But we'll be reviewing different reality shows, different things we see here on YouTube. And then on Thursday, Coach Mean Reen, we get a little ratchet over here on Thursdays. We start talking about love. It's our old open love discussion, the old segment. And we get out here and we find topics. We have talked about Does Size Matter? We have talked about polygamy. We talked about dating over 40. We've done some things on Thursdays. And then Friday, if you're ever free Friday at 10 o'clock, come by here. We play games. Last week, we played Price is Right. We played Jeopardy. We listened to music. And we played Name That Tune. Finish the lyrics. We have a good time. And I appreciate you. Yeah, girl, I'm a little ratchet, honey. And I'm open. My name is Miss Open. You're here at Opinionated News, and you can always come in because we're always open. But I thank you. I appreciate my new subscribers. I see I've been gaining some. And if it's some more that ever come through in the bushes, always feel free to drop down. Join in on the conversation. You can also just sit in the bushes and watch the content. But I will enjoy the live interaction with you all. Now, I normally do drop my link. But for this conversation, because this was something I wanted to get out for Elena, I did not drop my link this week. But we'll be back to dropping the link next week. And if anybody want to come up, this is an open panel, open discussion. And tonight you are here at Open's Wednesday News, where we finished talking about Elena, the 15-year-old girl from Detroit, Michigan, been abused the last 5 years physically, emotionally, and sexually by her stepfather and her mother. She's been held. First of all, her life is already, it started out different because she was born as a statistic. She was born to a teen mom. Also, her biological father went deceased when she was a baby. So, but I see in the stars, I see great things for her. And somebody need to pour into her. She's very articulate. She writes very well. She's very well spoken, even though she is a little shy when she speaks. She knows what she's speaking of. This is her truth. Her mother will not silence her. Her voice will be heard, and she will get justice for herself and her brothers. And I'm gonna flash they ad. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to cuss on my platform, but I'm gonna flash them one more again. Y'all know I'm country. One more time. Delilah Cheatham, Hooker Cheatham, the mother of Elena, has allowed her husband the stepfather of Elena and her three younger brothers by James Grant to be abused by this man, Sidney Cheatham. We can always report abuse at 855-444-3911. And that is in any state, any city within the USA. I'm going to remove them one moment. Okay, let's see what Coach Mean said. I used to be a social worker, so I really tuned into these stories. What is her name? I don't have a last name for her. Her name is Elena, Alayynna. Now, I don't have a last name based on, she didn't say it. Her Facebook page didn't say it. Nobody said it yet. But her mom's maiden last name was Hooker. I'm not sure of her biological dad's name at all. But she was raised by James Grant from basically birth. So her last name could be Hooker. It could be Grant. Or it could be another name by the biological father. So I'm not sure. But I always did want to do social work. I always tell a little bit of my story. Y'all know I'm a street kid. Even though I had a loving family in the beginning of my life, it sort of broke down in my pre-adolescence age. And then, I've been on my own since I was 15. And so once I did get older, because of what I did have to endure while being out there, I always said I was going to give back, and I wanted to be a social worker, but I don't have the like when I say I cried so much yesterday making this baby story, I don't have what it takes. I know I don't have what it takes. And I would be like, I would love on the kids and all that, but I don't have what it takes to do what needs to be done. Because even my daughter, I'm a single mother. She been wanting me to foster kids for a while, but I can't do that because I'm a ghetto girl, so I be cussing a lot. I can't go get no kids and be in here cussing. But y'all sit y'all ass down, and causing more trauma on the babies. That just ain't in me. I cuss at my own little kid, but she all right. We've been to therapy before. We done it all, but my baby is fine. Y'all hear her in here. Vibes Queen, me and her, when we talk, she see the relationship me and my daughter have. But if my daughter ever comes out and say anything ever happened to her, whether it's publicly or privately, I'm going to trust and believe my baby, and we're going to go through the right steps. And I would never get on the internet and discredit her truth. It's been plenty times like my mom has discredited my truth. You know what I'm saying? Like I was more so verbally abused, never been sexually abused ever. I was more so verbally abused than physically abused, but it all plays the same part. And at the end of the day, it was plenty times that I know I was telling my truth and my mom would not believe me. Like I've always been honest. And if my sister's still in the chat, either one of y'all are in the bushes, let them know I've been honest since the day I was a baby. Like I'm gonna tell you how it is. I'm gonna tell you the real truth. And at the end of the day, I would never silence my baby. If my baby coming out and she's 15, and she might be in my live now being nosy, who knows? But if she ever decides to get on any platform that they have now or the ones they will create later and say anything about me, I'm gonna allow her. I'm not going to get on this internet or, on these great people internet out here on Elon Musk internet talking about you're a liar. This is a ruse. Like this lady has really discredited this baby. Let me see. Coach Mean Ring said, fostering kids is difficult. Sometimes the kids have so much trauma. So it would take a really special person to be ready to handle all of that. It really is hard work. I know it's hard work. And I do know. Thank you for joining, Vaughn. Appreciate you for being here. I really do. Yes, it is hard work. And my thing is, like, I would have loved, because I wasn't fortunate enough to have a couple of kids, which I really didn't want my own couple of kids anyway. I just, I know, but I feel bad for my daughter that she didn't get an experience with siblings. My sisters are my everything. Like, I talk to them all the time. I ain't talking to neither one of them today. Y'all ain't called me. Because I don't really call nobody. I wait for people to call me, but they're my older sisters, so they definitely check in with me. And my sisters are my everything. And my baby, now she has siblings by her dad, and the two sisters that she tried to connect with, my baby don't really like, and that's due to the fact that her dad wasn't a part of her life, to any of their lives collectively, to make them know. Yep, this is my sister April. I'm gonna get back to what you said, Miss Reen. I'm gonna call you, or I'm gonna just call you Coach. I'm gonna get back to what you said, Coach. in 1 second. But she said, so true. I'm so proud of my baby sister. Like, yeah, she let y'all know I've been a truth teller my whole freaking life. I really have. Now, Miss Coach said, believe the kids when they tell you something. Someone touched them. Not even just that. Believe the kids. Period. A kid ain't gonna just make. I ain't gonna say a kid. Most kids aren't just gonna make up things. You have to believe what they say, and definitely when they're younger. Because if you start telling them that they're lying as a little kid when they're molding into who they are, they eventually may become a liar. And I am guilty of calling my baby a liar because not about life stuff that goes on for real, but she tell little lies like her daddy. She really do. She tell little lies like her daddy, and make up these big old elaborate stories. And like she went. Do y'all know this lady? This little girl went to the school and told them people that I was in a lesbian relationship with a white lady. First of all, nothing wrong with those that are. I'm not into women, and if I was, I would definitely probably not choose the opposite race. But my baby making up stuff, so like she's funny. Y'all just to know my baby, you just have to know my baby. But yeah, I'm gonna call you Coach, girl, because I'm trying to say Coach Mean Ring, girl. I can't say it all at one time. First of all, I have ADHD, and my brain and everything goes so fast. And y'all already know what's going on. Y'all, Gangsta Kitty outside screaming and crying. Gangsta Kitty like to run outside, and I let him. But he ain't getting in right now. I'm gonna finish my little live out, and he gonna have to be okay. But at the end of the day, we were here about Elena, 15 years old, from Detroit, Michigan. I appreciate you, Vibes. I appreciate you. And that Miss Ring, Coach Ring, that's my symbol for my channel, the traffic lights. Because you did subscribe, you are now a traffic jammer. That's what we call them here. You're one of Open's traffic jammers. Where eventually, as you see, I only have a few people here tonight, but eventually we're gonna have this traffic jam as we continue doing discussions and just being relatable to the community. But I would thank y'all. But we were talking about 15-year-old Lena for the last 2 days, been abused, and now she may be at the hands of being back in a horrible situation. She was safe, that I felt. She was in North Carolina with grandparents. Nobody was able to get to her. Yes, you're a traffic jammer now. Thank you. I appreciate you. And I'm telling you, if you got time Friday, you'll see a real fun side of Miss Open. Stop by. Stop by. Eventually, things gonna get better here at the news station. Thank you. But we're gonna pray for Elena, pray for her siblings that are stuck in that situation. Thank you, Vibes. And I am also, and Coach Ring, if you don't mind, Vibes Queen. She has a channel here on YouTube, Vibes. If you don't mind posting both of your channels in the chat, she's my moderator. A good soul here on YouTube for me. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. But if you interested in her content, she has two different channels. One of her channels, she has to express herself. The other channel is a fun channel where we play games on Saturday. We have game night here on Friday, but on Saturday we go to Vibes Queen, and her first brand is a castle. Her second brand is the Beach Palace. So we go to the Beach Palace on Saturday, but any other day we're going to be in the castle at any given time. We can be there early in the morning. We can be there in the afternoon, or we can be there in the middle of the night. But we show up and we show out. And if you don't mind when she dropped those links, subscribing and come joining us. Thank you. And Vibes, you already if anytime you see some new people in here, just go ahead and throw your chat, both your channels or whichever channel you prefer them to come to in the chat, or however you want to do it. But I appreciate you. I really do. And I just want to thank everybody. We have been here for 1 hour, 29 minutes, and 59 seconds. And you know what? Last night, that was the exact time that I said I might need to write them numbers down. Because I remember it was turning exactly 1 minute and 30 seconds. 1 hour and 30 minutes when I said the time. Yes, both of Vibes Queen's channels are in there. And if anybody else come through and watch the replay, be sure to hit the link and subscribe and come join. We have a good time. But we are going to be getting out of here tonight, as we have been here for 1 hour and 30 minutes. And Coach Ring, you don't have to go immediately. I play a couple of songs. People are able, like normally my chat is a little more full. We have a little bit more conversation in here. But I come from this sector called the street sector here on YouTube. and it's a lot of content creators over there, and a lot of the community were over there tonight because something big was going down. And Miss Open is nosy as crap. Thank you, Vaughn, for being here. Okay, y'all, the cat got to come in. He crying his behind off. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna just mute it, and I'll be right back. We getting tired of Gangsta Kitty, y'all. We know I know Gangsta Kitty come every night. Either he been gone for 3 days and pop back up on the live. But like he literally went out as soon as I went live. And because he was crying to go out. I'm like, okay, just go. But he came back pretty quick. So but it is a little chilly out there. Okay. You're a content creator too and part of the different community. I like to go out and meet new people. Glad I met you all tonight. Thank you. Vibes, if you can find Miss Coach Reen's link and drop hers in the chat, that'd be great. Yeah, don't yeah, Vibes hooking my little chat up with my little traffic lights and my hearts and stuff. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you all. And Vaughn, I know you say you just got here. You're gonna have to catch the replay and start catching me a little bit on time. And I normally drop my links, but come in and have some fun with us sometimes, Vaughn. Because I seen you come in one of my lives when we was having fun, but I ain't gonna say they struck me, but I got copywritten for the music and they shut the live down after 2 hours. So I went live again and then they shut that one down after like an hour and 40 minutes or so. But and if anybody that is in the bushes, you all come through or come back and watch the replay, be sure to subscribe to both of Vibes Queen's channels. Be sure to be here on Mondays for Open Discussion Detroit. I'm gonna start over. I'm for those that are early people, I apologize. I'm a 10 o'clocker. So Miss Open is here at 10 o'clock on Mondays for Open Discussion Detroit. On Tuesday for Open Understands 2. On Wednesday for Open Reviews Everything. For Thursday, Opens Love Discussion. And on Friday, the off day, Opens Freestyle Friday. We're off because I am open. I have to leave my Saturday and Sundays open, but we do be at the beach house on Saturdays. On Sunday, I do apologize. I used to do Open Users Redemption, which is my testimonial segment, but that will be going away until the fall. So we're going to keep Saturday and Sundays open here at the news station to create content and be in other people's business a little bit. And remember, in about 3 weeks to a month, we will be cranking up the backup channel, opinionated news station, and we will be being messy in our street sector as the streets get hot during the summertime. So that's where that stuff, not real messy like that, but we're going to get over there and talk about stuff and have a couple of little videos and go up over the hill far, far away and, you know, go where the rooftop make your panties drop. We're going to be going to them places a little bit. And so, and I will be releasing that content eventually once I do get monetized, you all. Once I can get the monetization, I'll be able to, release that to my memberships and you will be able to see, we'll have some throwbacks and they're going to come back. They're going to come right on time. It's going to be like a year running in and I'll be able to have the throwbacks on what really happened. Because I got some mad receipts that are visual and audio where Vibes Queen got the receipts that are that she done clipped and all this stuff too. I got some because I was the news lady, remember? But I thank everybody for being here. I want to get out of here because I have not made a game the first, no music the first. I've done nothing towards game night. Tomorrow I have a busy day and I don't want to be rushing Friday and have a bad game night. And I had a nap before I came here, so I know I'm up till the middle of the morning and I still got to get up at 6, you all. So y'all pray for me. And the kid obviously walking out here and everything too. Now let's see. Go ahead, Coach. Yeah, we're getting out of here, and we great meeting you. And come back anytime. I appreciate you, Coach. Thank you so much. Now I'm gonna just play my normal. Actually, I'm gonna play a song, and then I'm gonna end the live stream. And that's just my Detroit song about the babies. And it's only a 2-minute song. My outro is, I believe, my normal 2-3 minutes. I will be getting another outro, you all. I promise. I'm going to find some time soon to write some new music. And Yep, I'll be here tomorrow. No, you won't see me tomorrow, girl. I'll see you in the street somewhere probably. This Thursday, my baby got she got a band recital, and then I don't want to get here late and be dragging, and I want to make the content. So I'll see you Friday, Warrior. Be here Friday at 10 o'clock. But I'm quite sure I'll see you somewhere tomorrow. And if you there and you don't see me, I'm there. Believe me, I'm just being nosy, and I probably don't like typing in them people chats, but I will be there wherever because I gotta, but I'll be making content. So I'm gonna play my last song, but I thank everybody that stopped by at Opinionated News for Opens Wednesday News. I thank you, and you all have a blessed night, and I will see you all Friday at 10 o'clock p.m.
Yeah. Detroit nice, man. Too many kids left in the dark. Who gon' save them? Mama in the kitchen, but she ain't cooking meals. Just warming up a needle while the baby catch chills. Crib full of roaches, heat cut off. Shorty 5 years old, already feeling lost. Big sis working, but it ain't no job. She just trying to make rent, doing things that rob her of her soul, but she holding it in. She rocking her brother to sleep once again. Cold streets, cold nights, cold hearts, no lights. Babies cry, no reply. Mama gone, so tight. Who gon' love them? Who gon' care? Or is love lost in the smoke-filled air? Filled air, filled air. Empty fridge, stomach growling like a beast. Heard a knock at the door, wasn't love, it was police. They took mama out, cuffs tight on her wrist. Said she left the kids starving and they couldn't take risks. Now little man in the back seat, tears rolling down. Ain't nobody there when he look around. New house, new bed, but the pain still stay. He just another number in the foster way. Cold streets, cold nights, cold hearts, no lights. Babies cry, no reply. Mama gone, so tight. Who gon' love them? Who gon' care? Or is love lost in the smoke-filled air? Filled air, filled air, filled air. Nah, this ain't just music, this real life. These kids ain't numbers, they futures, they light. But the system ain't saving them, the streets ain't raising them. Somebody gotta change it for the cold keep taking them. Boy grew up, now he running with the crew. Ain't nobody ever taught him what a real man do. He just know hunger, he just know pain. So he load up the Glock, let it bang in the rain. Another life lost, another name on the news. Another young soul never learned how to choose. And mama in the cell with her head hung low, thinking about the son that she never got to know. Cold nights, Detroit. Who gon' save them? Breaking through the static, no filter, no breaks. Opinionated news, yeah, we're raising the stakes. Truth on the move, no slowing us down. We're jamming the traffic, taking over the town. You hit that button, now you're in the ride. No detours here, we're shifting the tide. Like it, share it, spread the fire. Subscribe today, take the movement higher. No stop signs, no red lights. We're jamming the traffic, turn up the mic. Headlines roll, but we cut through the spin. Loud and clear, let the real talk begin. Thanks to you, we're breaking the mold. Opinionated news, fearless and bold. You hit that button, now you're in the ride. No detours here, we're shifting the tide. Like it, share it, spread the fire. Subscribe today, take the movement higher. No stop signs, no red lights. We're jamming the traffic, turn up the mic. No backing down, no slowing the pace. We flood the streets with truth and grace. Every click, every view, every voice, every stand. Together we rise hand in hand. So here's to you, the fearless, the proud. Opinionated news, we're speaking loud. Jamming the traffic, breaking the chain. Like, share, subscribe, let's do it again. Every click, every view, every voice, every stand. Together we rise, hand in hand. So here's to you, the fearless, the proud. Opinionated news, we're speaking loud. Jamming the traffic, breaking the chain. Like, share, subscribe, let's do it again.